Dear 343 Industries, as a dedicated Halo fan, I'd like to personally thank you for deciding to continue the story arc of the Master Chief. But before doing so, thought I would spread some light on what I and many others have loved best about Halo throughout the years, and would like to see in the new trilogy. Probably one of the biggest reasons the Halo series has lasted as long as it has is because of the gameplay formula. You know, it's solid, it works well. I'll just jump into Xbox Live, go into matchmaking, and I'll have to decide, what weapons or power-ups do I want first. You have to rush for that, kill the people who were trying to get it before you, and it just had a good competitive feel to it that made the game really playable over and over again throughout the years. And adding perks and stuff to Reach was alright. Jetpacks are cool, but fighting for the jetpack is cooler. The cinematic value of the cutscenes in Halo 2 were definitely one of the greatest aspects of the single-player campaign, and from what I hear you're planning to reveal more of the story with, the Forerunners and the Master Chief. And I'd just like to ask you for the cinematic values to be at least as well done, if not better than that of Halo 2. And if you could manage to pull that off, that would be really great for the single-player campaign. One of the coolest things about the single player from Halo 1 and 2 and even somewhat in Halo 3 was the epic vistas you would see. It really was just great, to be going into this alien world and seeing all this new, great, beautiful looking stuff in the background, and it really made you feel immersed into this universe, and it really was great for the feel of the game, and really is definitely one of the iconic things about Halo. The symmetrical maps from the original Halo, as well as the asymmetrical ones from Halo 2, were by far the best in the series. Some great examples would be Blood Gulch, Sidewinder, Beaver Creek, Waterworks. Some of these have even had multiple remakes done to them just because they were so great and iconic to the series. And it was just really great for the gameplay formula of Halo, for team-based game modes like Capture the Flag and Assault and all that. It really is just great and fits the mood of the game well. Dual wielding was definitely a cool thing Bungie added with Halo 2, and it was always fun to play in these game modes and just rush out with two pistols, just blasting people in the face. And to see it removed in Halo Reach was definitely disappointing, and it was definitely a big game changer as well. And I'd really like to have it return with the new trilogy. I'm gonna sound really picky for some of the stuff I'm about to mention, but it really does make a huge difference with the feel of the game and how fun it is in general. All the little things that the old trilogy had, like the team-colored flags on the bases, the air cans that would flail around if you shot them, just the soda machines, the Easter eggs. It was all just great for the mood, and it really made the game a lot more fun in my eyes. By far, glitches are definitely some of the greatest things about Halo, and it really made the multiplayer a lot of fun just to call a friend, have them sit down. You can do like the Banshee jump or super jumps, to get out of these maps and find hidden rooms and locations and stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to get to. And seeing these death barriers really made it hard to do any of that stuff, and a lot of the fun was lost from just chilling out in a LAN party and whatnot, and I'd definitely like to see that come back in the new trilogy. I cannot stress this enough, simplify the armory. While the large armory in Halo Reach was a cool thing, what I loved about the armor in Halo 3 was that each one was iconic. Every armor had its own unique look and feel. Each armor was also easily identifiable with an achievement or some other form of unlocking it. Rather than using rank or credits to purchase armor, we should earn it that way through the accomplishments we've done in the game. The armor then not only became a way of looking cool, but also being able to say, yeah, I did that, I beat the game on Legendary, I collected all the skulls. Please, keep rank what it is, a rank, nothing more. My rank should only stand for how good of a player I am. Keeping the rank system the way it is in Reach would definitely be a good thing, having it be kill and objective based and not team wins, or better yet maybe even have a master rank for the number of kills and objectives I completed, but then have a team player rank for assists and team flag captures or bomb plants.
Flag captured. Gain the lead.
Please don't forget the Covenant. I know you're getting deeper into the Forerunner side of things, but don't leave the Covenant story behind. One of the greatest parts about Halo 2's campaign was the side story with the elites. Those characters were some of the coolest in the series, and to see them forgotten would be disappointing. Good characters were definitely an important part of telling a good story. One of Halo 2's greatest aspects was the writing and the character development, and it was the game that made players care about Sergeant Johnson and made us care about what the Covenant was all about, and why the Arbiter and the others were so vital to the story. Not to mention it just made Johnson look like a boss. The voting system for Reach sounded really cool in theory, but to see it played out definitely wasn't as good as I'd hoped. I found myself more often than not getting the same maps over and over again, and most of the time it was Forge World, just because that's what everybody would vote for. The veto system in Halo 3 really was just perfect. You got a map in a game mode, and if you didn't like it, you could choose to skip it. I just like to see the veto system return with the new trilogy. So that's it for my video. Don't try getting the Call of Duty audience or some audience from another game, just try keeping the strong audience that you've always had. I think what I'm asking for with this, and what a lot of other people have too, is to just make Halo Halo again.